What?
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Out. And that hit by Slayball is out. Wendy Pintar and Peggy Hendrickson again on the lines. Taylor Crumb's serve goes to Whitmire. Slayball back to Whitmire in the back row. That's tipped over to Murchie. Murchie up to Faith Crumb. Faith Crumb sets up Quebec. Blocked by number 8.
Nice dig by Faith there.
This time there's a dig by Stephanie Miller.
Go around.
This time it tipped way in the back with the push for the kill.
She had them all coming in for the block. Just pushed it right over the top of everybody. Nice
That's
view
the way
of
to
what
see
was
the
going
court.
on. Yep. Smart play.
Lost to Whitmire. She sends it over to Miller. Crum up to Quilvang. That's at the net. And we had a net violation on Macy. I knew that was going to happen. That set was a little close to the net.
Lindsay Slayball, serving for the Comets.
Lindsay Slayball used to go to school here. Over to Murchie. Taylor Crum sets up Quilvang. There's a kill. Now Peyton Halverson into the game for Murchie.
Mallory Reader, serving for the Bearcats.
She usually has a good serve. There it is.
Up to Walsh. She sets up. She sets up to Martinson. She got the kill.
Martinson misread it, and our defense misread Martinson, and
it went good.
Yeah.
Marcus now into serve, and
3-2, Bearcats lead.
Aspen Selvig into the game. Crum to Quilvang. Partially blocked at the net. Walsh now to Whitmire. Double blockers up. Dig by Miller. That's a cross. Walsh again to Whitmire. And that was in for the kill.
Replay. That was close. Better angle than I did.
Huh?
I got it. We'll have to wait.
Yeah.
Marcus' serve is long.
Okay, here it is.
Faith Crumb, serving for the Bearcats.
Oh, my.
Instant replay thing.
Little bug was in the way there.
Yep. That's all right. Some of those mysteries just never get answered.
Tips it down. Dug up by Crum. That's knocked almost past. 4-hit violation on the Bearcats. Hannah Walsh. Reader, Crum, Quilvag. That's unbeat.
3.
Wouldn't have to hit that one too hard. Gabby Miller now comes in to play the front row for Taylor Crum. Selvig up to Walsh to Whitmire. Crum, Miller to Miller. Deep. Walsh again to Whitmire. That's blocked by Gabby Miller. That'd be why they moved her into that middle blocker, huh? This time it's tipped straight over, and Reader dug that up. Miller with the attempt. And there's the kill.
I was wondering how we're going to match up with Whitmire in the middle with Macy in the opposite. There's an ace.
That was a bad play there by Selvig. Misjudged the ball totally.
It's got to be tough when it's coming straight at you, though. You don't know.
And shoulder
hard
high.
to back out of the way.
And shoulder high. In the middle block against Whitmire now to see if that will help against maybe Monday night in Langdon.
Yeah.
Whitmire pushes over to Faith Crum. Miller over to Halverson. She sends it across, but there's a violation.
7 in the net.
Yep. Hannah Walsh in the net.
Is that 6 straight points for us, I think?
I believe. Whitmire tips it across. Halverson. Crum tips that over. Hey, Crum with the kill.
Yeah.
Well, that's odd.
I'm glad I was here to see that.
Selvig, number 2. Whitmire over to Gabby Miller. To Faith Crum back to Stephanie Miller. That's against double blocker.
Yep.
And we have a net violation on Stephanie Miller.
That was a little obvious.
Yeah.
That was a good thing the net's still up on that one. She hit her pretty hard.
Halverson to Reeder. Kind of went crooked. Walsh now to Whitmire. There's a kill.
Oh! That's worth replay too, but that's about in the same spot the last one was. We're not going to see that.
Well, it's an off night.
I know.
Quilvang up to Faith Crum. She sets up Gabby Miller. And that's dug up. Whitmire just knocks it across now to Reeder. Crum over to Gabby Miller. That's a partial block off the arm out of bounds.
Kristen Murchie.
Murchie and Kelly Hushley is back into the game now. I don't know, 10. Whitmire this time. Okay, so I would have called that a lift.
On who?
On Macy. It looked like she caught it in her
Yeah, I
arm.
was
Yeah, I
thinking
don't-
the same thing.
I don't know. I didn't see the signal the referees gave,
He didn't.
but I would say that I would agree with that.
There's a push by Hushley. Number 8. 5, Slayball, excuse me. Crum up to Gabby Miller. That's
There we
off
go.
the arm and in.
Now, Gabby's hitting her hard tonight.
3 kills for Gabby, 3 kills for Macy.
Stephanie Miller serving the back.
That's good.
That's a good thing.
Walsh. The Slayball, and she got it in for the kill.
Madison Myrie serving for the Comets.
Myrie into the game serving. Deep to Murchie. Up to Faith Crum. There comes the Gabby Miller, and that's off the tape. A 4-hit call.
They're making a little run at us.
Yep. Now over to Hushley. She hits it hard for the kill.
Taylor Brown serving for the Bearcats.
Nice shot there. Nice hard kill. Nice serve. Slay ball.
Murchie to Crum. She sets Quilvang.
That's done.
Do they yell that play out ahead of time or what?
I believe they
Just
do, yeah.
decide to.
Yeah. Stephanie up to Faith Crum. That's to Quilvang. There's another kill.
Assist the Crown.
Oh,
If you watch real close, I don't know what it means, but Macy is holding 4 fingers behind her back. I don't know what that means, but it's telling the server something. Where to serve, I believe. Oh, a jump serve by Slayball that goes in the net.
looks nice when it goes over.
Yep. And we got a double substitution. Halverson and Reeder come in.
Serving for the Bearcats.
And Courtney Klein finally gives the okay. Walsh sets up Martinson.
Oh,
And that one's going up on the stage.
Only Gilgy.
That was a...
Miller wasn't quite ready enough for that one.
Nope.
It wasn't hit that hard. It just wasn't ready.
Oh. A little mix-up there.
Serving for the Comets.
Taylor Crum, Faith Crum, Macy Quilvang just knocks it over. Walsh to Whitmire, double blockers. She tips it down in front of Reeder. I got to give Whitmire a little credit. She's pretty smart. She knows when Macy's going up on her, she's going to hit it either the side or try to tip it over.
She reads real well.
And that was jump ball. Whitmire won that
one. A little too close to the net.
Got to get that first pass in.
There's a better pass.
And a better set. Result, Whitmire tips it over to Halverson. Crum now back to Quilvang. And we had a net violation on number 7, but doesn't matter.
Does she get a credit for a kill?
Yes. Did you give her a kill?
I did not.
Well, I think I would on that.
I don't know what the rule on that deal is.
A lot of miscommunication there.
I don't know, the announcer said kill, but I would think if there's a violation, that would stop the play dead right there.
Regardless of where the ball goes.
Yeah.
Halverson tips it across. That's back to Halverson. Faith Crum over here to Stephanie Miller. She goes cross court for the kill. Gabby Miller back in to play the front row. Quilvang's serve is long.
We got one listener we know of. We need to hear if anybody else is out there. Text at 303-0344.
Walsh's serve goes out to Halverson.
Let us know you're watching.
Here comes Gabby Miller's attempt. That's blocked. Well, I guess it hit the tape, but there was a 4-hit violation. So Walsh again to Quilvang this time. Faith Crum to Gabby Miller. She sends it across. Walsh to Whitmire. Crum goes up to Gabby Miller. That was blocked by Whitmire. So they're not going to make it easy.
Their sets are a little too close to the white tape. We got to get them back a little bit so we can get that angle on them.
Yeah, with Whitmire in the front and Macy in the back, that's advantage them here, I think.
I believe so.
Ouch.
That helps.
She tried to soft serve into the front row and it didn't work.
Kristen Murchie, serving for the Bearcats.
And that one Walsh got too close to the net and they couldn't return. Pushed across Quilvang. Now Crum with the dig. Here comes Stephanie Miller's kill attempt too long. Sorry, I was doing something there. That's exactly what I noticed. Nice to see Marla Hagler in the crowd tonight.
Yeah.
I'm glad she came to watch. Of course, everybody knows Marla coached us last year and took us to the state championship game and won that. There's a kill by Slaybaugh. So Whitmire now back. Murchie plays it up to Crum to Hushley. That's down on Whitmire, digs that up. And Walsh got in the net again.
Another good hit by Kelly, though.
Absolutely, but you got to look now at the front row. And I thought that's a lift. I guess not. Good tip by Miller.
They don't.
I know.
Yeah.
So Stephanie Miller now for set point. Whitmire tips it over to Quilvang. Crum to Kelly Hushley. That was blocked but dug up nicely. Walsh now to Martinson. That's done. And we have a net violation on Gabby Miller.
Had a nice dig there. Thank you.
Quilvang, Faith Crum goes back to Gabby Miller on the other side. Whitmire dug that up. Walsh up to Martinson. She tips it across against the double blocker. And we're not up close enough to dig that out. So they brought it within 3 points already. Quilvang to Crum. Hushley. That was a hard
That
kill.
was hit well. That was hit hard. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
I don't even want to know. Slay ball into the net for the first point for the Bearcats.
Mr. Haugen did gymnastics for 7 years, college and high school.
I thought he'd won a college championship or something.
My, oh my. Did not know that.
He's like coach of the year.
There's a good hug hit for Kelly Joe.
Ashley's playing well tonight with a good kill.
She's fired up, it looks like. She's coming on hard, strong.
Steph Miller again with a nice serve. Faith Crum now sets up Gabby Miller. That's dug up. Faith Crum this time tries it, but Gabby Miller again. Oh, that's dug up again. Oh, that was a nice dig by Walsh.
Yeah. They're fighting it off pretty good.
Hushley, the hot hand.
Another kill for KJ.
KJ.
Kelly Joe.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, we have a problem. Got to get that shoe tied. This one goes back to Whitmire. Gilly. Walsh tips it across. Miller, Crum, Hushley.
Hushley's
Long
on
she's
a
got
roll
the
tonight.
hot
She's
hand,
hitting
let her
hard.
go.
She is hitting her all hard tonight.
Halverson wasn't sure who to play on that one. Martinson now serving. To Quilvang. Crum to Hushley.
Oh, nice shot. That's number 5. Kelly Joe's got 5. Macy's got 5. Gabby's got 3.
I'm going to say it.
Plus 1 or 2 other ones in there.
I'm going to say it. That was a good move by Coach.
That is spreading them out, I'll tell you.
Whitmire to Halverson. Up to Crum now. Hushley again. She tips it across Walsh. Whitmire tips it. Dug up by Hushley. Hushley again tips it way back deep. Good. Blocked off the head of Quilvang. That's tipped across to Halverson now to Crum. We had a little delay count there. I think everybody in the gym was yelling 4 hits.
Except for the 2 guys in white.
I don't count. Well, yeah. And I don't count, so I don't know. Taylor Crum
What do you
now.
don't count? You don't count or you can't count?
Both.
Oh. I just want to make sure I got it right.
I only teach 4th grade.
Nice dig right there.
Here comes Quilvang's tip.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Nice dig, nice play. Kept the ball alive and then just a little push off to the side.
Caught a glimpse of the blocker in there. Oh, Walsh wasn't sure she should tip that one, but hey.
Time. Yeah.
And that was one of the reasons why they decided to move her out. And Gabby's doing fine. There's a block by Quilvang. Oh, nope. He called a net violation on AC Quilvang.
Really? I want to see that one again. What?
I don't know about that one.
That ball was right above the net, wasn't it?
Well, it was in my view.
It was over the net, too.
I'm trying to signal to Klein to see if he'd change his mind, but he won't. There's a block by... Oh, okay. Whitmire blocked that one out of bounds. I think Courtney thought that maybe they were calling a tip on us. I didn't see that one either.
That was a kill from Macy, wasn't it? Block out of bounds? You got it.
Reeder serving now.
It's kind of hard to tell if the ball was above the net on that last play from up here. Oh, boy, it sure did look above the net.
Oh. That was tipped out of bounds on the block.
Yep, Macy hit that one out. Didn't hit it out, blocked it out.
I didn't see the judge call the tip though.
Oh.
Walsh serving down to Miller, up to Crum. She sets up Quilvag. There is a tip diagonally. Halverson with a nice dig. Push by Quilvag. Whitmire tries to push that one. That's knocked over by Quilvag after the block. This time Slaybaugh tries to get it. He hits Halverson.
Lindsay Slaybaugh.
Reader over. That just bumped over by Quilvag now. Here comes
Out.
Whitmire knocks it out. Gilgy. I got to get that name right.
Gilgy, number 3, isn't it?
Yep. Gilgy's a setter right now to Slaybaugh. Dug up nicely by Crum. Quilvag just knocks her over for the free ball. Gilgy to Whitmire. That's dug up by Crum. Halverson just tipped it across. Went off Whitmire's hand somehow. Quilvag goes to ground. That's dug up by Richard. This time Steph Miller gives it a try. And Whitmire tips it across again.
Good job. Oh.
And there's a kill by Whitmire.
Good dig by Taylor.
That was Faith.
Faith?
That was a good dig by Faith. But it went a little too close to the net. A little unfortunate. Miller to Faith Crum. Quilvag. The Walsh, that's off the ceiling, and that come down hard on the floor.
That's a kill.
It was a real good volley with the one right before this. I mean, there were a lot of good digs.
Yeah.
Both sides.
There's a hit that's long by Slaybaugh. So the Bearcats go up 11-5. Sometimes I lose track of that. It doesn't seem that fast. Quilvag to Whitmire. To Slaybaugh, that's blocked out of bounds.
Nice block, just didn't have her hands in the right position.
Serve this time goes to Quilvag. Reader. Gabby Miller sends it deep to Walsh. Gilgy up to Martinson. That was dug by Crum, but out of bounds. Myrie now to Quilvag. Crum to Stephanie Miller. And she sends it inside deep.
Serving for the Bearcats.
Little cutter to the side, not straight into the block.
Oh, I saw a net move that time. Gabby Miller. That's blocked by Martinson and out of bounds off the tip. So are tattoos legal when you play? You see the tattoo on that girl's leg?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Oh, must be.
Mallory's got one.
She does?
Yeah. Doesn't she?
I don't know.
Can't wear a Nike swoosh in the wrong spot, but that seems to be
You wear a
okay.
tattoo, yeah. That was part of the body, not the uniform.
I guess.
Hushley with the kill.
Off the roof. Hushley gets a kill. 6 for her. New England is up 7-0.
Walsh now with the tip. Crum back over to Whitmire. Walsh down over to Quilvag. She got that one. Crum. Gabby Miller, one blocker. There's a block.
Nope. I think it hit the net.
Yeah, it didn't get over.
Oh, come on, you guys.
Can't give you a break for nothing, man. Don't do it right.
I guess. Miller. Myrie with that one. Gilgy to the back row set.
Oh.
That's long and out of bounds. Okay. Ask Coach if it tips your hair like it just hit Stephanie's. Isn't that a tip?
Should be. I say
We're in the
yes.
net that time.
I say yes. If it touches any part of your body, it's
I'm just being stupid
isn't
now.
it? I didn't see that it did hit her hair. Did though. Cool.
Martinson with the miss. Good block by Miller at the net. And we got timeout, Rolette Comets.
Okay, here.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There goes Stephanie Miller with the serve, 18-8. And that's over to Myrie. Up to Gilgy. Oh, Martinson couldn't play that. She come up too far. Or the set was too far back.
The set pushed her back out of bounds, I think.
Nice soft serve in front of Lexi Whitmire for an ace. Boom, chaka-laka-laka.
Dropping that in that middle hole there.
How many aces we have tonight?
2, 3.
Ooh, that's not much.
No.
Myrie, that goes over to Miller. She tips it across. Walsh tried to hit it over to Miller. Crum to Gabby Miller. There's a kill. Whitmire sets a little deep. That's blocked by Gabby Miller. She sends it back to the back row.
Here, have this.
What's that?
Gabby, here, have this one.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll take a set there.
She didn't even have to hit it that hard. Everybody was at the net. Stephanie again. Gilgy to Walsh. That's blocked. Oh, we got a net violation on Kelly Hushley that time.
KJ. In the net.
Martinson back to serve. Nice dig by Miller. Hushley pushes it deep to Myrie. Gilgy to Walsh. She sends it to Quilvang deep. Faith Crum to Hushley. Oh, we missed that one. Halverson now to Faith Crum and over to Quilvang. She pushes it deep to Myrie. And Walsh tried to hit it 6 times across.
Still didn't get it over.
No. Taylor Crom's going to put this set away now. Whitmire gets it across over to Hushley. I just jinxed her, didn't I? Quilvang, there's the kill.
That one's done with.
Bob Adelson here. Just screwed that one up because I jinxed her.
It's Jim.
My name's not Jim, it's Bob.
It's not Adelson either.
Oh, yeah. There's a block by Quilvang to put away the set. We're not over the net. We'll start out the third set.
It's just something they're not used to.
Yeah. I don't know. Back over now to Myrie. She sends it across to Quilvang. Sets up Hushley. She's got the kill.
She has definitely come to play tonight.
And she's smiling big. As well she should be. Hey, there's a service ace. Boom, chaka-laka-laka.
What song is that from?
I don't know. I made it up. I made it up to embarrass Olivia. It worked.
Well, that's your job.
And that one's misplayed.
Isn't that your job as a parent? To embarrass your child as much as you possibly can?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Stephanie Miller now to we're at a golf game now. Crum knocks it over. And Lindsay Sosa into the net. Oh, we're having fun now, aren't we? 4-0? Might as well. Miller with a knuckleball. Oh, that looked good. Solseth's hit almost took out Pintar by the legs.
He's got to aim a little better. Lead it a little more.
All right, that's pretty good reaction in that corner down there.
6-0 for Steph right now.
Whitmire. Martinson, that's off the block and out of bounds.
What did I just do?
A
Jimmed her.
Yeah, way to go, Jim.
I jimmed her. Lovely. Oh, well.
I'll be Adelson. You can be Scotty Cattell because I don't like that guy from Minot.
Oh,
Scott Cattell. He's out of Minot. Jump serve by Slaybaugh. Hushley now with the set. She sends it down for the kill.
Nice
Just inside the back line.
If she can hit like that against Langdon at the Regions, I mean, we've never had an outside hitter this year hitting that good.
Not that consistent.
Not at a home game anyway.
It would take a little pressure off Macy to be able to, because they're going to really come after Macy with double, maybe triple blocker. That's off a block.
The one thing will help Macy on that is those little soft push shots to the side. If they come up the block, she just got to be able to read the block coming and a little pass off to the side, a little push to the side. That'll keep them at home. And
Faith Crum sits up Macy Coolvang. There's a kill. Oh no, it was dug and tipped across by Whitmire.
Jim Adelson at his finest.
Oh my goodness, another nice one.
Macy lost track of the ball. Yeah, and right over there.
And there's a service error. Richard comes in and Murchie comes in, and we got all kinds of subs going on. Murchie back to Selvig. Gilgy to Whitmire. That's blocked nicely. I think Faith got that one. And that's in. Oh my. Must have been on the red.
Had to have been.
Murchie up to Faith Crum. She sends it over to Quilvang Hood. Just has to tip it deep. Gilgy now to Whitmire. She tips it across. That's dug up nicely by Murchie. Halverson. Myrie now sends it to Taylor Crum. Faith over to Quilvang. She tips it across. We're not killing, we're tipping. There's a kill attempt. Here comes one by Myrie, and that's blocked but out of bounds.
That's out. A lot of movement on that volley.
Yeah. A lot of. Over to Crum, now to Halverson. That's long. Little too much mustard. Murchie over to Faith Crum. She sets up Quilvang. Dug up. Gilgy. Myrie. Taylor Crum. Faith Crum. Quilvang.
Quilvang needs a little push just over the top of the defense.
And there's a block attempt that's missed by Quilvang.
When they're coming up, they're that whole. The other girls are way in the back, just up over the top, fall right behind them.
Yep. To the back.
You got to see what's open there.
Well, Halverson got the kill on that one. And now Madison Borsted's into the game for Stephanie Miller. Faith Crum to Richard. Whitmire just tips it
like that. That's just what I'm talking about. But
wrong team.
We do it, not them, you know.
Faith. Oh! Quilvang with the kill.
That's 10.
What's Hushley got?
Cushing's got 8.
Macy now to number 12. Gilgy just sends it across to Quilvang. Here comes Peyton Halverson. Whitmire tips that across.
Got into the net.
In the net. I don't have a number 12, Mr. Peterson. So they're keeping it close this set.
Yeah.
Whitmire back to serve now. Macy. Faith. Gabby Miller to Myrie. Gilgy to Slaybaugh.
See, their girls are sitting way in the back when we are up for a kill shot.
Yeah. Uh-oh. That one was too close to the net.
A little tough time reading where the ball was going.
And that was it. Service ace by Whitmire.
I want to see that one again, too.
That ties it up. No, Wendy's good.
I know.
They're both good. Murchie misplays that little off the fist. Morstead tips it deep. Gilgy to Slaybaugh. That hit the tape and down.
Okay, here's the one you were looking at here.
Okay.
If we have time.
Peyton Halverson serving for the Bearcats.
On the line. Good call, Wendy.
Halverson now. Serves soft to Whitmire. Gabby Miller tipped it to the open spot. I saw her look right at it. That was perfect. We had a timeout. Rolette. That camera on that ball. Close-up view. Now you're doing really good. Whitmire now to Martinson. That goes over to Myrie. She just bumps it over to Crum. Set by... That's blocked by Martinson. Gabby Miller again tries. Yeah, there's the kill.
Yep.
And then he zoomed in. I saw that.
When they come up to do that, just a little push shot to the side, and
there's a block that went out of bounds. That's why Gabby's there.
yeah.
That one's off the net. Back to Quilvang. She pushes it across to Slaybaugh. That one's long out of bounds by Martinson. Addison Marcus back into the game.
Stephanie Miller serving for the Bearcats.
Miller to Whitmire. Gilgy back over to Slaybaugh. That's blocked. Here's a back set over to Whitmire. Faith Crum to Quilvang. They tried to do it too. Slaybaugh. Oh, dug nicely. Oh, yeah. Played well by Hushley.
Miller had the dig on it and got it over there. And
Hushley now with the tip. Oh, we have a double hit. Or lift, excuse me.
nice play there.
Got to have a little luck.
Yep.
There's a block too.
And just a reminder that this is the last webcast until I think the Christmas concert on the 10th of December.
All right.
But
So Brad and I coming back on the 10th of December to do the webcast for the concert? That'd be kind of funny.
what's going on the 10th?
Christmas concert.
Oh, yeah.
The year is flying by with this being the last home volleyball game. Volleyball season was really stretched out this year. There's a kill by Miller. Taylor Crum now to Whitmire. Up to Gilgy. Excuse me.
Just a bit outside.
And whoever number 12 is, really long.
Number 12. Don't know.
I don't know who she is. She's not on there.
Not on the program, no.
Whitmire from the back row to Halverson. Up to Crum. Now to Hushley. Off the block.
Yep, another kill. KJ's coming alive.
There's a block by Quilvang.
See the look in her face? I think she thought she was over again.
No, I don't know. It was good.
Yeah.
And then Taylor Crum serves into that for service error.
Lindsay Martinson, for comments.
Martinson now to Stephanie Miller, up to Faith Crum, to Macy Quilvang. That's blocked by Whitmire.
Read that one well.
Whitmire did.
Yeah.
Taylor to Faith, back to Quilvang. She sends it to the back row, and Martinson sends it to the floor. Murchie back in to serve now for Hushley.
Kristen Murchie, serving for the Bearcats.
2 more points.
That's one.
And there's one. Harlan Wogman with a nice volley over there in the crowd. Murchie now to Selvig, and there's another one.
There it is.
Good night, nurse.